Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It means another AEW live stream tonight as we bring you Dynamite. We're going to be here for all your reaction to all the action. It's going to be a fun one. Get in that chat. Blow it up tonight. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into. Free agencies, tournaments, and street fights, and so much more. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And we are ready to go again. And I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I mean, last week, Anthony, Nick filled in, did a wonderful job covering the Wednesdays. So as always, we're going to kick off this Wednesday with a whole lot of hopium, a whole lot of positivity. We hope that TK and company can bring us a really good Dynamite tonight. Lots to talk about in the wrestling world. We will get into all that. I see the chat blowing up already, so get in there. Be a part of all the fun. And if you haven't hit like and subscribe yet, please do so. Give that algorithm a little bit of love out there, folks, because we are growing by the minute. We appreciate everybody for being a part of all these shows and all the fun stuff we have here on the channel. Now, with all that being said, I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And like I said, it's good to be back. It's been a crazy week already. Monday Night Raw, NXT in the books. Lots of buzz coming out of NXT last night. The Ethan Page era begins. The All Ego era is upon us. Plus, Joe Hendry gets a pin in the main event. But there's free agent news to talk about. There's matches, obviously, tonight. The card is looking interesting. 2 Owen Hart finals as we get Willow Nightingale taking on Mariah May. Then we get Danielson taking on Adam Page. Special enforcer Jeff Jarrett. Don't know how I feel about that. And then, of course, we get a street fight between Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho. Don't love it. Not gonna lie about that one. And a Global Glory. You insert the word that you need to there. 4-way match. Claudio, Kyle Fletcher, Pac, and Ishii. So that's what I got on the list right now. That's what I got on the list tonight. We'll see. How do you guys feel about it? What do you think about the show tonight? Are you looking forward to it? What is on your wrestling mind? What has you excited about tonight? What do you want to see? Are we going to get a good one? I don't know. Fingers crossed. I mean, not thrilled about Joe and Jericho being in a feud. Not thrilled with Joe and Jericho being in a Stampede street fight. Because, of course, we're in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. But yeah, looking forward to the finals of the Owen. We'll see how this plays out. To me, and I'll ask the opinion of the fan base out there, how do you guys feel about the Owen Hart tournament this year? Does it feel special? Does it stack up to previous Owen tournaments? How do you feel about it? I mean, to me, it kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit this year. A shorter tournament kind of happened quickly and very predictable. To me, Mariah May is very predictable. Inserting Adam Page was sadly predictable. But we are going to see how these main events play out tonight. Could we be surprised by the finale? I don't know yet. We will get into that. Now, if you do not know, Stephanie Vacour is heading to the WWE. HBK officially putting it out there, welcoming her to the WWE family. She's heading to NXT. He said he'd see her in Orlando. A big scoop for the WWE. Rumor was WWE and AEW both very interested in Stephanie's services, especially coming off what she did with Mercedes Moné. But a big pickup for WWE, and I'm curious how the fan base feels about that. I find it very interesting. You keep an eye on your competitor. You have someone like Stephanie show up in a Forbidden Door match. She does really well, and then you scoop up and sign her. Woo! That's like your prom date getting scooped up on you. I kind of feel that's a hard one for Tony to take, especially if he was really hoping to get Stephanie under contract. There's still rumors out there about MCMG. We haven't seen Giselle Shaw yet. Very, very interesting all around. So big congratulations to Stephanie Vancouver for picking up that contract, for signing with the WWE. And again, if you don't know her, go look her up. Check out her some of her clips and her highlights in her matches. She did extremely well. Some argue that she was the best part of her match with Mercedes Moné at Forbidden Door. So I like her. I'm really curious to see what the WWE can do with her. And remember, there's history between Stephanie and Julia. So again, tying in, we're still waiting for Julia to show up in NXT. And of course, like I said, last night, the big news, Joe Hendry shows up to main event and gets the pin, representing TNA. Proud, big night for Joe. Joe continues to be on this incredible streak. But yeah, we're going to talk all about it. Like I said, I see that chat filling up. We got over 50 people already as we're about 9 minutes away from showtime. Be a friend, tell a friend. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. If you got those little reaction buttons, hit those too. They help the algorithm, and we are going to blow this one up tonight. Of course, we're going to be positive. I'm really hopeful. We'll see what they give us, and we know how Wednesdays can go, so we're holding on tight for this one. But without further ado, I will say hi to the chat in a second. Remember, folks, we are back tomorrow. Dirt Sheet Debates, 8 p.m. Friday, we got SmackDown and Rampage. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. But then, of course, we got all your favorite wrestling. We're heading towards all these major pay-per-views. We got a couple things brewing backstage as well. So we're hoping to bring you guys some exciting new content. We're working on some interviews. And as well, we got our members only. So if you're not a member yet, make sure you become a For Lifey. Next Thursday, For Lifey, the half-year awards. The voting is starting to go up today. So if you haven't checked out our community page, go there, click all the buttons, make your votes be heard, and we will figure out who takes home the Golden KJs for the first half of 2024. But like I said, let me get to the chat. Let me say hello to the people. But Anna, good to see you. Hangman versus Danielson and Willow versus Tony Storm. Last match. Anna, good to see you. Welcome. Ryan and friends, welcome to the channel. TJ, good to see you. What's going on? It's good to see you. AEW tonight, as always. Another Wednesday. Damien, WWE has officially signed Stephanie Vancouver and close on a deal with the Motor City Machine Guns. Now, if it's true that they are close to a deal with MCMG, what happened to all the people that reported MCMG to AEW was done deal? They had plans for them, and this was something that was happening. What's up with that? I know we put the dirt sheets on blast all the time here on this channel, but it was done. A lot of people reported MCMG was as good as in a rivalry with the Young Bucks. What happened? What changed? Why did this not get done? Lots of questions. Uncle Hottie, good to see you. Damien, by the way, welcome back. 420 Daydreamer, it's Wednesday already. The week is flying by. Y'all put hump day in the books. We got Friday Junior tomorrow, and then we head into the weekend. I hope everyone out there is staying happy, healthy, and safe and enjoying your summer. Hopefully you're getting some sunshine and not too much of it because, man, some places out there are cooking. But yeah, we got lots coming your way. I don't know where I was going with that. Looking forward to Bryan Danielson and Hangman. Yeah, it should be a hell of a match, Damien. I'm hoping this is the main event tonight, not the Stampede match. I really hope that that's not the main event. That'd be very disappointing. But yes, Hangman and Danielson should be able to bang it out. Show up, show out, and let's see what they can do. Come on, Hangman, want to see at Wembley. So yes, Hangman versus Swerve, assuming, for Wembley. Is that the match you expected? Is that the match you wanted? Are you happy with that? For the longest time, we thought it was going to be Ospreay and Swerve, but it seems like we got that match under our belt at Forbidden Door, and we're going to hold off. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Hangman, Swerve 3 at Wembley at All In. How does that sound? How do you feel about it? Let me know. Bobby Jones. Oh, man, what a day. There you go. Even his kitty's crying. I can see All In be more than $50 and try 70 to 80 with the underwhelming card like Acclaimed versus Bucks, Jericho versus Hook, or Taz. I bet. Very interesting. Now, would I really hope that's not the case? Now we know Taz was escorted out of the building last week. Not sure how that's going to tie into anything. Even what they're doing with Blood and Guts. I mean, is anyone out there pumped for Blood and Guts? Are you like super excited? I can't wait. And if you are, tell me. But I can't wait for Blood and Guts. It looks like we're going to get the Acclaimed. We might get Kyle O'Reilly, and Mark Briscoe's going to be on Team AEW. How does this work out? Like, who else is going to be on the team? Is this really like the all-stars, like the best of the best defending AEW? Is there much of a rivalry right now between the Elite and AEW? Like, are the Bucks running amok so much that you need a counter? Like, does it warrant this big old steel cage grudge match? But as far as your tickets go, well, we'll see. I don't know how much they're going to pay over there, and we'll see how the ticket sales go. We know the numbers that came out last year, and Tony was very proud of Wembley. But is there a law of diminishing returns on this? If you keep going back, does it change? Are people going to be as excited this year as they were last year? Does Tony have a plan? Is the booking going to help sell tickets? I don't know. We'll find out. I've been hearing MCMG have been signed to WWE since April. Very interesting. All hail Queen Steph. Steph B going to Big E up north. All right, Eric. Welcome. Yeah, the huge news for Stephanie. The Owen tournament happened so fast. Maybe it should have been a 16-person bracket. It just didn't stand out for me. It was just in the shuffle. And is there any, last week we got what? Pac and Danielson, pretty good match. Is there anything that stands out from this tournament this year? I don't know why. I just don't see it feeling the same. And maybe part of that is I feel like the outcome is kind of a foregone conclusion. What's up, 420? Welcome on back. Good to see you. Blaze, good to see you. Let's go. And Luna. Can't forget Luna. Welcome. Matthew Hayes. I want Danielson to win tonight. Now, could that be the catch? Could that be the swerve, if you will? Could Bryan Danielson pull off the W here tonight? What do you think? Could it be Danielson, not Adam Page? I'm assuming Adam Page because the writing and the booking has been pretty obvious. We said whoever TBA was going to win it. I really think they made a mistake. Jeff Jarrett shouldn't have fought Adam Page. Jeff Jarrett should be fighting Adam Page now. You're in Calgary, the one guy that has a story. What a great promo package they put together for Jeff Jarrett for nothing. For him not to even win one match. But could Danielson pull this off? That's my question to everybody out there. Who is going to win? And we will take your predictions for every single match tonight. We will take your rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So do not forget that, folks. There we go. How embarrassing is it to have two astronauts stuck in space? America. It is what it is. I don't even know how to comment on that. Fucking one more astronaut. Yeah, I think sometimes we need to leave space alone, but that's just me. But they're just stuck out there. That's not fun. Hopefully they can figure it out. Better than at the bottom of the ocean, I guess. I don't know. Better view. Good evening, Scott. Welcome back, sir. Hope you're doing well. Paul, good to see you. Howdy all. How is everyone doing? Uncle Howdy, you've been a busy man. Good to see you. Matthew, I was at AEW Dynamite last week in Chicago. Had an absolute blast. There you go. That's all you can hope for when you spend the money to go to a show. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad it was a good show. As I've joked around about, I actually missed the Dynamite last week. Did not see all of it. I had to watch clips and catch up and play replays. But yeah, we'll see. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully we enjoy what we get from TK and company tonight as this show is kicking off any minute now, folks. So make sure you get in that chat. Let's blow this one up. I want to see triple digits as we continue to roll here tonight. And here we go. I'm getting my warning. It may be disturbing to some viewers. Facts. I will continue to catch up on the chat as we go, folks. Don't forget the super chat, the super stickers. If you want to stand out as we are going back to Collision and MJF to open up Dynamite tonight. Interesting. MJF, Daniel Garcia, Wembley. Is that a big enough match? Is that big enough for MJF? And I kind of went at Nick pretty hard about this topic, guys. I hate this. I don't think Daniel Garcia is enough. I don't think Daniel Garcia, like MJF beating up Danny Garcia, isn't. I don't care. I don't. There's bigger stars in the company that I think MJF should be fucking with instead of going after Daniel Garcia. I don't know. You guys let me know out there. Some AEW fans are actually claiming that WWE stole Stephanie. Boo hoo. That's it. I don't care. Maybe they did steal her. Maybe they were like, oh shit, that's tough breaks. Them the breaks. If it went the other way, Bendy, and by the way, good to see you. Welcome back. If it went the other way, what would they say? Oh, what a scoop. What a steal. We got one over. So all is fair in love and war. If you want to pick a fight, you got to play the game. And yeah, you got to play the game. And right now, that's a big signing right under Tony's nose. I don't know how to feel about Joe losing to Jericho. It will make me sick to my stomach. And again, here's a challenge for Tony Khan and AEW. For 6 months, remove Jericho, the Young Bucks, Danny maybe. I kind of like Danny. But you remove some of the closest people that are taking up TV time and see if that doesn't help your company overall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Will Ospreay. Let's go. As they're coming live from the Scotiabank Center. It's ironic because that's where Money in the Bank was. Just not the same place. What's up, AJ? Good to see you. Gordon, good to see you. Waterloo. We have Mercedes, Swerve Strickland, and Will Ospreay as well. We'll see. Good to see you, AJ. Good to see you, Ken. TK tweeted he thinks this should be one of the best episodes of Dynamite they have ever done. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Scott. I'm with you. I'm hopeful. I'm excited. Could this be one of the best ever? It can't be much worse than what we've been getting. Like I said, 2024, and I think I can still count on one hand how many times we've got really amazing Dynamites. One hand. We're 7.5 months into the year, and there's only been about 5 Dynamites I give a shit about. Let's go. Easy Bake. Good to see you. Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you. Good to see you. Without this channel, I would have no clue who Stephanie Vicker was. That's what we do, Scott. That's what we do. We'll keep you up to date on us just as much as we possibly can. We'll keep everyone in the loop as much as we know. Some things we're learning as we go as well. So we'll find out. But Will Ospreay sitting on the turnbuckle. Calling MJF one of the most insecure men in pro wrestling. Cheers, Scott. Richard, good to see you. Good to see you. Solid card tonight. No clue why Mercedes is doing another victory celebration. Yeah, I did find that a little bit odd as well, RM. I didn't know why. Like, we did the celebration things. Now she's doing like a toast. Yeah, they got to be more creative. They got to really put their heads down and come up with some solid ideas. They need a little bit more. Just, send her back out there. Or just have her come out and cut a promo without a title, without a reason. You know, it doesn't have to be a celebration. Just, your champ would like to talk to the people. Will Ospreay's not coming up with stupid excuses. Love it. Yeah, huge for Steph. And again, it'll be very interesting as we go. And as often as Tony Khan utilizes unsigned talent on his shows, he's got to be careful, because if it's someone that shows up and shows out, they could end up on your competition quick. Proof. Okay, a bit of a mixed crowd. The crowd's a little murmury, but interesting. I heard MCMG still free agent, so I don't know. Matthew, we've heard everything. AEW, TNA, still free agents, WWE. I don't know, man. We'll find out together. But we've been waiting to see. We've been waiting to see. Okay, okay. I prefer if he was walking around doing this promo, but that's just me. So far, MCMG and the Grizzled Young Vets haven't signed to AEW, even though early reports said, yeah. And we've only seen spot booking with Grizzled Young Vets. And again, Grizzled Young Vets are an interesting one because HBK booking didn't help them either. They were still with Joe Gacy. They still weren't utilized very well. So we'll see. But never say never to any of it. That's ridiculous. At 117 degrees in Arizona. Leave. Go somewhere else. 100 in Cali. Ooh. We had a tornado warning all day here in Buffalo. There you go. It's all right. If you get a tornado in Buffalo, go wide right, end up in the falls. You're good. Buffalo tornado, wide right all day, AJ. Juan, good to see you. Alex, good to see you. As Osprey gets a bit of a cheer. Blood, October. I'll probably stay one of those. Ah, nice. That's excellent, Alex. Good to see you. What's up, gamer? What's up, Adam? How you doing? Good evening, fellow chatters. Love it. We'll come back to that. MDB, good to see you. Brandon, good to see you. We got Scott. I will get back to some of these. Jay's back in the house. MJF, Osprey. Looks like that's definitely where they're leaning into, which would be much better than Daniel Garcia. All right. So Gordon corrected me as well. And this promo leading me to believe that. I did not give a shit about MJF beating up Daniel Garcia. He's just not a top guy. He's not important. It just didn't register for me. You're the type of guy I need to clean up after. All right. How are we feeling about this start to this show? Anthony. I see Anthony. Where's Anthony? I had Anthony. Dun, dun, dun. You cannot show the actual show, Anna. Sorry about that. They will not let us. And AEW has been very picky as of late about what you can and can't do. Shane McMahon is not buying AEW. Tony Khan is not selling. Let it go. Where was Anthony? He's talking about his nan passing away. He's calling out MJF. All right. The women's side of the Owen was forgettable. And here he comes. And Julia is still on her way. She actually had a match on Saturday in Marigold. Io Sky is on that card too. Facts. Lots of things brewing, a lot of things bubbling. I don't think we're getting Max, guys. We're getting the music, but no MJF. Punk was in charge and it was on the Fresh New Collision. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to send you a picture. Okay. Yeah, you guys keep your pictures to yourself. Look at this photograph. All right, MJF up on screen. Okay. These people don't deserve the privilege. Okay. Facts. We appreciate that, Dreamer. Where the hell is Anthony? I know I saw his name. So there he is. Oh, I appreciate it. No, I should make you come on and join me. That's what I should do. Can't do it. Good to see you, Anthony. Hope you're doing well. Anthony will be back tomorrow night with us as we go into all of these topics, and we're going to debate a lot, including we'll probably debate with Nick a bit about whether this is good or bad. Let's go. I'm in, Alexis. Send my resume along, would you? Still mentioning the bidding war of 2024. That's a little odd. Welcome back. Welcome back. Roddy, good to see you. Byron, good to see you. Yes, she has. MJF is drinking Kool-Aid. I don't mind this, though, guys. I got to be honest. No, Matthew, stop that. Take that back. Take that back. They can't fill 2 hours. We cannot go to 3 hours. Come on, Matthew. Don't you dare put that evil on us. Sup, Wawadi Chen. Good to see ya. No Taz. Taz has been relieved of his duties. Next week, MJF versus Ospreay for the international title. You're just wrestling for stars, Will. I'm not loving this promo. I didn't, when it first came on, I was like, but at least they're building some animosity between these two. It is a little odd that these two are fighting over your mid-card title, though. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'll see you next week. So there you go, folks. MJF, Will Ospreay, IC title. And there's a minute and a half. We got a countdown clock for the start of the men's tournament. So up next, what I thought was going to be the main event is Danielson and Adam Page up next. I have no idea why this match would be going up next. But what do you think? Will Ospreay, MJF next week? The IN title. I'll accept that. I'm fine with Ospreay and MJF fighting over this belt. It's giving it some relevance. There's a difference between giving it relevance and undermining the talent that's involved. That's my issue. And really, again, they're your top guys. Treat them like your top guys. It doesn't make sense to me. But right now, we are in a commercial. No, we are in a preview for the final. There you go. So setting up the final of the Owen Hart. Who do you got out there? If you can hear my voice, who you taking? Danielson, Adam Page. MJF for the win by cheating. I can't imagine we get a finality to that match. Part of me wonders if the match is a throwout or a time limit draw. That's my question, because listen, I'm not going to badmouth them for giving it away on free TV. I'm surprised. But where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Desperate. You have to elaborate. Desperate what? MJF sniffing like he's been in. And Jeff Jarrett, who doesn't get to be in the finals and tell a really good story, but he's special enforcer. Good promo. Not bad. He won me over by the end. My fear with what happened with MJF is, does he wander into kind of play pretend and lose some of that authentic feel that he gives us? I'll let you guys decide. But you need a heel. You need a baby face. Ospreay's over with the crowd. Huge. I wish Ospreay had a little more jam, a little more energy in his promo. It was fine, but just him sitting stationary in the corner. Yeah, it was a bit of a flattish start for me. And you know what? By the end of it, I'm excited. I'm a little surprised that we're going to get it next week, but I think there's a caveat in there, right? MJF was the best part of that promo. Solid start for AEW. There you go. Yeah, I don't refute that too hard, Richard. I'm going to be positive about this. Your two biggest stars going at it, yes, is a mid-card title, but it's something to hold on to. For now, I'm just grasping at straws. Listen, man, look, we want to be positive. And if nothing else, your two biggest stars are in a feud. Your two biggest stars are battling it out. And if anybody in this company can make us believe, make us buy in, make us want more, it will be these guys. as Jarrett looking down the wrong tunnel. Jarrett was looking down the wrong tunnel, and the announcers pointed it out. Page for the win, Hangman for the win. Got Danielson. Hello, is Shane coming to AEW? I don't believe so. I do not believe so. I think that's an internet bullshit thing. However, if Tony could talk Shane into, hey, man, let's come up with a plan. It could be one of the biggest things ever. But the word bitch over under 9.5. I'll take the over, Scott. But yeah, Shane's not buying AEW. Vince is not buying AEW. Tony's not selling AEW. Unless his dad grounds him and puts him on timeout, Tony's not going anywhere, folks. Jeff Jarrett is a special enforcer. It's like a consolation prize. And I don't know why this is the opening contest. Does this mean Jericho Joe main event? That's some bullshit. Like the stream. Let's go, folks. We got over 100 people hanging out with me tonight. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know why. Usually I'm the guy that's ahead of everybody, so good to know. Tony really knows how to pick up them ratings. I love the sarcasm here. Swerve versus Hangman at All In? No. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. I think it's going to be... Yeah. I mean, Swerve versus Hangman after this makes the most sense. So maybe. Yes, I'm flip-flopping. Page because Tony Khan sucks. Big yes chance from the Calgary fans. Danielson, Bryanson needs a win. He's been boring as shit lately. Repetitive, but Daniel loves going under. Daniel is the consummate professional and has no fucking problem putting everybody and anybody over. These slap nuts. KJ, the main event has to do with the announcement of the Blood and Guts people. We'll see. What the fuck do they need a special enforcer? I don't know. Jeff Jarrett being here as a special enforcer makes no fucking sense. None. Like I said, you could have built this that it was Page versus Jarrett finals. At least you can sell us on the Cinderella story. For a few weeks, you can sell us on the man who was in the building when Owen Hart passed away, the man who was friends with Owen Hart, the man who every day wakes up and misses Owen Hart. They could have done that. Instead, they gave us a really fucking amazing promo. They gave us a reason to believe, and then they stomped them out. It's terrible writing. It's terrible booking. It all makes sense. Just enjoy the show. No, Keyshawn's just happy we got Jeff. Adam Page is tough. Tough as what? Jericho's main eventing sounds awful. Maybe it's Maria Willow. I highly doubt it. I really feel like it's going to be Jericho Joe, but I could be wrong. Yes, he's also in Bulgaria at the same time. Because apparently when you work for AEW, you can just tell your boss when you want to work. Danielson up and over. We're rolling, folks. And if you haven't made a prediction yet, let's go. Nigel interferes in this match. I highly doubt that. But Nigel is on commentary in the absence of Taz. What's up, Kira? How you doing? Randolph, good to see ya. What's been going on? Just MJF and Will Ospreay cut an opening promo, guys. So that's all we've gotten so far. Not a bad start to the show energy-wise. Again, I felt like Ospreay could have brought a little more to the table. But listen, if nothing else, you're building a feud between the two biggest names, the two biggest characters, the two biggest stars in your company. Double J looks amazing. Ooh, the Vapors. Relax. Jeff Jarrett. No, he does. He looks good especially for his age. Jericho main eventing sounds awful. Got that one. Why are there two tunnels? Apparently one's a heel and one's a babyface, but we can't figure out who should go down which tunnel. So I can't even be mad at Jarrett for not knowing which one Page was coming out of. I did think it was funny though. Your guess is as good as mine. Even Jeff Jarrett didn't know what was going on. Big boo from Page. Chucks him onto the apron. Hold on, though. Max is an artist. He's not always the best, but his stuff is art. He just gets it. He's not playing pretend. That's my only fear, Adam. And there was some times where, just during like the Adam Cole angle and such, where you knew he was fucking around. You knew that's not really MJF. He's being too sweet, too nice, too, But when you dig him in and like even to start the promo of, you really thought I was going to show up? You really want me to be around the stench of these people? That's MJF in a nutshell. That works. I got Danielson. Welcome, Dope Dubs Production. Craig Milner. So is Shane. Got that one. Not one of Will's better promos. He just felt like he mailed it in. Felt like he was under the weather, just sitting in the corner like, yeah, I'm going to fight MJF. By the way, we are in picture-in-picture right now. Adam Page. Wow. Bryan Danielson busted open during picture-in-picture. So we got a bleeder. Now, remember, we got a street fight later, so why not make everybody bleed? Fuck it. Does Danielson wrestle Nigel at All In if he loses? Could. I mean, why are we chomping at a Nigel match? I mean, cute. Can he do it? KJ, when would you debut Camille in AEW if you were Tony? How about like a couple days after I signed her? How about that? How about we've had a lot of bullshit in the women's division? You could have used Camille. You could be using Thunder Rosa. You could be using Deonna Purrazzo, Taya Valkyrie. This is my point about the Jericho situation with Joe. And if you guys disagree with me, I'm all ears. But here's my problem. You could be giving us all the names I just listed and more. Willow's done well to get over. Sky Blue's an up-and-coming star that the boys are all fawning over. And yet, we get none of it. None of them. No compelling storylines, no interesting matchups, just shit. Yeah, Toni Storm gets the bulk of the love as the champion, but even her matches feel like meh because of how you build them up. If you just took Jericho off TV for 6 months, take the challenge, Tony. Take him off TV and give that TV time to more deserving talent. For example, your floundering women's division. That's why you can't get Camille on TV. Where do you put her? Then you bring back DMD, so you can't put her in there. You get to stick her down in the TBS. Oh, wait, that's Mercedes, so you're stuck on that one. So does she go after somebody higher in the card? Well, I don't know. Is she come in as somebody's heater? I'd use her as quick as I could. If you sign her, use her. But if you sign her and leave her on the shelf for too long, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty slim. I'll put it at a 20% chance. Adam Page is as tough as an uncooked Hot Pocket. It's as tough as tissue paper. Danielson for the win. It will be Jericho Joe in whatever name theme giving the street fight. Yeah, it's a stampede because that's what's happening in Alberta right now. The stampede. Yeah, I hate it. I fucking hate it. I really don't like it. Deeb's another one. Deeb we only see on Rampage or Collision. There's so much talent in the women's division just being ignored. And I get it. Tony's not comfortable around women and not used to dealing with women. So I understand why he's struggling. But maybe if he had somebody who could help him, then they could get somewhere. Because when you tell me you have the best women's division in all of wrestling, I don't believe you. I don't see it. NXT's got a better women's division. TNA's got a better women's division. WWE, SmackDown, and Raw are better than your women's division. New Japan has better women's wrestling. Where is the AEW women's division? Help me. Help me, Tony. So we're back from commercial break. Hey, Hangman Page and Bryan exchanging. Bryan gushing from above his eye. Tony rates the show 30 minutes before his show. Yeah, Vince McMahon Jr. Does Steve just interrupt Mercedes again? I highly doubt it. That'd be weird. I think, do you mean Deeb or DMD? I just don't know why the fuck we're doing it. Again. Adam Page is a hot heel now. Maybe. I don't know. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't here last week, but I assumed you would bring Hangman back to either help or hurt the Elite. And then he went this route instead. I was a little surprised. Adam Page going to win at Wembley. Whoo! That's a hot take, Boston. We'll see if that holds up. I could see it, man. I could really see it. With the favoritism and the all friends wrestling approach to things, I could see it, man. I want to see Serena Deeb, Camille. Not bad. Interesting. I could be in for it. Deeb versus Rio. Apparently, Rio got hurt facing Deeb. Yes, that sounds accurate. Next week, the 250th episode of AEW Dynamite. Holy shit. 250 episodes. Ospreay, MJF for the IC title. Not the other IC, this one. Hangman's version of working like a heel is just walking around looking like he ate a Sour Patch. Again, you need those defined roles. You look at what we got going on in other wrestling companies. You need defined roles. Hangman is mid. Hangman doesn't have to be mid. He's just been presented really poorly. I think there's a lot of talent to Hangman. And we roll into the LaBelle look. Hangman gets his foot to the ropes. They're building Deeb Rio. See my point? Damien, do you see my point? Stop using your favorites and start using other talent. Hangman got that one. All women need to go to TNA. There you go, Chair. I'd support that. TK should hire Natalya for staff because she would be an amazing addition to the talent. The problem with Natalya is she'll have an opinion. She knows what's right, what's wrong. She'll try and come in and be like, I can help. And then she'll learn real quick that she can't because nobody will listen. Nice suplex by Paige. Good match, guys. So KJ, your take on the women's division doesn't sound too promising for Jamie Hayter and if she returns. I'm not. Again, I think Hayter's good. I think she brings a lot to the table. But look what happened before she got hurt. You should have set up Hayter and DMD. You fucked around. Didn't get it. Then she got hurt and went away. We never got it. Maybe one day we'll get it. Maybe when she comes back, maybe that's the big twist. Hayter comes back and screws DMDs, and that's how Sasha beats her. Maybe. But my fear is, look at all the women. Tell me on average how many women we see on TV each week from AEW. 5? How many matches do we get on average? 1. How long do we get of the women's division on an average Dynamite? 7? 6? Right? So you bring back Hayter. She's just another name in the mix. Where do you put her? Who does she battle? And if she's not going after a champion, she'll just be floundering doing fuck all. As Danielson firing up off the suplex. Getting his second win. Thank you, Tony. My recommendation, mute these fuckers. Who should come in and book for AEW? Anybody. To be honest, Dope, Bully Ray offered to do it for free. Bring him in. Give him a chance. Fuck, Nick and I have offered. Give us 6 months. I promise you'd have a better wrestling show. Promise. At least it would make the fuck sense. AEW can use a TV writing crew and help the arc storylines. The problem is, it doesn't matter who you bring in, Henry. It doesn't matter. You can bring in Scott D'Amore. You have other big names back there with great histories, with great understanding of pro wrestling. As long as Tony Khan's booking for the sickos, we're all fucked. As we go back to picture-in-picture, as I'm getting a commercial for Collision this Saturday, I will never in my life give any type of about Riho. No, I don't. Sorry, can't do it. Natalya as GM. She should be the GM of NXT. The Patty LaBelle lock. Cute, MDB. Yeah, I take a big back. Roddy, that's AEW in a nutshell, my guy. I like that. Who celebrates 250 shows? We're supposed to celebrate every 100. Well, hey, if you need a reason to dance, find a reason to dance, my guy. So 250 episodes of AEW Dynamite will be celebrated next week. MJF, Will Ospreay, as still to come tonight, double championship victory toast. That's what it is. So Mercedes Moné is having a double championship victory toast. Why didn't she just come out? Why do we need to give this a stupid title? Roddy, I'm not clicking on yours, but it's probably true. For free. I'd happily take that challenge. Ospreay wins next week. I don't know, John. I'm not convinced that he wins next week. I'm not convinced that MJF wins either. I could see it being thrown out, DQ, they brawl. They fight for a good 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and then it breaks down into a double count out, double DQ. I hope it's not a time limit draw because that's too obvious. So, yeah. Tony doesn't book. He just puts matches together, and it's frustrating because the matches are good. But the problem with that, George, or Jorge, sorry, is that they talk about, you got the Meltzers of the world talking about all the stories. You got AEW tribalists who are the stories. And you can't have it both ways. If you're giving us stories that suck, for example, the Elite beat up their boss and it doesn't matter. The Elite beat up their boss and who cares? It doesn't go anywhere. You have the Bullet Club Gold running around doing nothing. But then you try and give us these little aspects of stories with these guys and then go, oh, well, we're about the wrestling. Well, you can't do it, suck at it, and then say you didn't want to do it in the first place. So that's my issue. And the matches better bang. And if you're giving me Marco Stunt in matches, if you're giving me Chris Jericho in matches, now you're failing on both fronts. You're not giving me good story or good matches. All of Hangman's tournament matches happened back to back to back. 3 matches in 7 days. That makes me think it's rushed tournament. Got a feel to it. Yep. You're not wrong. That's a good point. Hangman, I said I wasn't going to click on it. I did, but that's fair. Tony is literally Bischoff and Russo Offspring. Yeah, he's like the worst aspects of both of them. Right? The nepotism of Bischoff and the horrible booking of Russo. I think Dave Meltzer is a secret writer for AEW. He's definitely got a hand in it. And I have no proof to that, Chris. The only thing that really makes me think that Dave has a bigger hand in AEW creative than people know is how defensive he is of it. Like, he protects it like it's his own. Moonsault into the tombstone. And that's blasphemy, folks. Nobody ever kicks out of a tombstone. And it happens all the fucking time, and it bothers me. Marco Stunt's growth. Yeah, no shit. Are you interested in Takeshita versus Tommy Billington? Why not? Good match. Takeshita's a hell of a talent. Think another guy that could be pushed and get more love. I really do. Ends in a scrum. Boo. I agree, John. I agree. AW Collision is taped tonight. Yes, it is, Eric. Garcia interference, I guess. As Hangman going to the top. Danielson on the floor on the outside. Jarrett stands up ominously. And Danielson pushing Page down. Like you said, KJ and Nick, this is chess, not checkers. WWE signs best signing for the future. Again, people are going to talk about, oh, they didn't get this person. They didn't get that person. But the people they are getting, yeah, it looks like they're looking ahead. Not just, again, there's some exception in there, but they're bringing in people that they feel are going to work for a while. Yeah, Adam Copeland left, but they told him, like, we'll give you, a featured contract. We'll give you a contract where you work a handful of times a year. And that's all they were willing to do with him. Sasha Banks, they weren't willing to pay Sasha the money she thinks she's worth. And thank fuck they didn't. Danielson Garcia. Yeah, I don't love that, Ronan. I don't. And that's why the whole turning on Danny made no sense. If you really wanted to make an impact and you really wanted to make me say, holy fuck, then MJF would have laid out and battered Will Ospreay. That's the impact. Danny Garcia, I don't give a fuck about Danny Garcia. No offense. He's a good wrestler. I like him. I just don't like what you're trying to accomplish with him. As Danielson, every match, Danielson's got a doctor. Danielson's out at the side. Jeff Jarrett is in there helping out. Every single match, Bryan Danielson has the doctor hanging out with him. More blood, which I think they just squirted onto his head. Now Jeff trying to stop Paige. Why would he stop Paige? Why would you stop Paige? The match is still going. As Jarrett gets pie-faced. What the fuck? They can say there are stories, but those stories are more like poems. I've been saying it for a long time. It's pop-up book writing. No real words, no real story. Just, oh, it's pretty. Just pop-up. Oh, look at that. Hey, look, this moves. That's about it. That's a bit. That's what you get. Brian Brokenson. Oh. So Daniel's going to get counted out. He can't get to his feet. He's staggering. He's bloody after the pile driver to the floor. We're at 8. The longest 8 count ever. The ref had to take his shoes and socks off. Danielson gets in the ring. Holy shit. And we continue. Paige laying waste to him, though, right out of the gate. What I said last week, Garcia is a glazed donut. It tastes good, but there's no facts. I like that a lot, Adam. I like that a lot. Well played, sir. Why they keep making Brian look broken? Again, that's his gimmick. Like, it just every match, the doctor has to go over to Brian. Are you alive? I don't like it. It's not necessary. He signed up to battle. Let him battle. Jeff Jarrett trying to stop Hangman doesn't make sense. Now Hangman ripping off the T-tape. Ooh, good match, though. I'm being serious. I've enjoyed the match. I didn't like that whole count-out spot because he was outside the ring for about 3.5 minutes and rolled in on an 8 count. I like... There you go. Jeff Jarrett ready to win the belt. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, I have no idea why Jeff Jarrett's here. Why do you have to muddle up the finals? Why does there have to be outside input or interference? Psycho knee! Psycho knee! Down! Down goes Paige. I just saw Jeff lean and give Brian the blade. Yeah, that's when you see him shimmy to kind of block out the camera. I caught that too. Easy Bake. Ew, gross. They are doing too much. Byron, give me a little more context on that. I think there's a good chance we'll get Hayter at Wembley. She'll get a big pop. I'm down with that. I'm a big fan of Hayter. I'm looking forward to Hayter coming back, but I do believe Mariah May is going to beat Willow tonight. We will talk about that. But both men wobbling to their feet. Big headbutt. Oh, no, they're on their knees. They didn't make it to their feet yet, folks. I lied. Cheers. So this is what couldn't be the main event because of Jericho. Yeah, I don't know why this is not the main event. And again, some people say I'm being picky. Again, look how much you've done in this match. How do you come out of this match? What's going to follow this match? We've gone through 2 commercial breaks. We got blood. We got Jeff Jarrett. And the ref gets kicked. The ref eats a psycho knee. See, this is where we step on our own dicks, guys. Discus lariat. So is Adam Page going to get screwed out of this? Nope. Yeah, he's got a belt, so here comes Jarrett, obviously. But why is this necessary? Doesn't TK sign Megan Bain to counter WWE signing Stephanie? Maybe. Good luck. Jeff Jarrett sliding into the ring. Jeff is a pro, so what you will about slap nuts and TNA, but wrestling in his blood, 100%. He's got the lineage, he's got the heritage. Again, that's where I get frustrated with guys like Jeff Jarrett because I'm like, they have to know better. Even Danielson at times, I'm like some of the shit that Danielson's been involved with makes me like, you gotta know better. Is it just the money? Is it just, well, he's paying us, let's just do it? Or do they really think this shit's good? As Jeff Jarrett's got a ref shirt, he goes from enforcer to referee. Like almost he knew this was going to happen. Two count on the roll up. Jeff Jarrett had a referee shirt under his t-shirt as if they needed a ref. As if he knew they were going to need a ref. And I recently saw another company do a ref spot, and that one went better. So we get a dead eye and a kick out. This match will not end, folks. Danielson for the W. I'm mad at Boston Gamer MDB for making me watch this. I like it. But again, you have Bryan Danielson, Adam Page. That's all you needed. Buckshot lariat to the back. And this extra stuff is stupid. The extra stuff is taking away from what you already had. He's horrible, Keyshawn. I don't know what you're referencing. Two. Page locks in the LeBell lock. Too much. What happened to the Dark Order? Who cares? Did TK just give up on them or any storyline? Apparently, yeah. I know, like, well, Angel's left. I know other members are still employed. I think Evil Uno's still collecting a paycheck. Grayson left twice. Tony thinks referee interference are cool. Tony likes the finger point of doom. Right? I'm just struggling, guys. You let me know if you're watching right now. Did this go too far? As Danielson just is going to have a pass out. That's what we do in AEW to protect people. Which doesn't protect people, for the record. Oh, he's holding on. I'm wrong. This match won't end. Counter with a fatal four-way match, yes or no? Maybe, Damien. Danielson gets the win. Oh, shit. Adam Page mad at Jeff Jarrett. So we're setting up that heated rivalry between Page and Jarrett. Bryan Danielson with the roll-up went from dead to winning. Page for Team Elite at Blood and Guts and Jeff Jarrett for Team AEW. It sounds like TK booking. You might not be that far off. My guy. Woo! That was listen, two extremely talented guys in a really good match that got messier than it needed to get. As Adam Page just walks off, and Danielson, your 2024 Owen Hart tournament winner. TK people know. There you go. That's what's up. And there's Martha Hart as Jeff Jarrett bringing down the Owen belt. LOL. What is happening? Physical match. Hoping Bryan wins. Bryan did win. Could TK counter with the fatal four-way match? Yes or no? Maybe. I think. Did you hear WWE 2K25 is make or break? You'd have to elaborate on that. Danielson, I'm just going with him, man. I don't need any help being confused. That's my guy. I knew it. I did not know it. I will give them credit. I predicted Adam Page, and I was wrong. As Jeff Jarrett has to do all the heavy lifting tonight. He had to go up the ramp, collect the trophy, come all the way back down, get the trophy in the ring. You didn't have some stagehands that could have done that? 1-0, 0-1. Of course, he held on. I like this match. It feels special, but both are going all out. I'm torn, Smile Mark. I thought it was a good match. Just the overbooking. Like, could we have gotten to the conclusion of that match without all the referee shit? Without Jeff Jarrett? Jeff Jarrett really didn't have that much of an impact. So you could have just done exactly what you did, minus the belt spot. Eh? So overbooked. Danielson wins. 5-star. As Danielson holds up the belt. Danielson versus Swerve is a preferred match. There you go. That's the other side of this, folks. Brian Danielson will take on Swerve Strickland at All In. Botch ending, his shoulder was up. I didn't catch that, John. I'll take your word for it. This is where the EVPs reverse the decision. Ooh, see, I like that though, JV. I don't mind that. And here comes Swerve. Is this really honoring the legacy memory of Owen Hart? No, not really. What you think of WWE bringing back the ref cam? I don't mind it. Cute. Anything. Their production's been off the chart right now. But here comes Swerve and Nana. So here's the question. Does Swerve now, who's becoming like an organic baby face, go back into being heelish Swerve? Is Danielson going to be a little heely? But here we go. We'll find out. It's technically not a botch ending since Double J isn't a real ref. Fair enough. And I hate stupid shit. The fact that he had a referee shirt on, so you knew the ref was going to get knocked out. Owen wasn't a nugget. I was a little tired sometimes. I'm not a nugget. As we go to commercial break, Danielson still in the ring, Swerve coming out, and this feels very long and extended, folks. Jared holding up the trophy. Who really won? Keyshawn, good show, my guy. Make or break now because 2K24 is in rough shape, and the problem with modern WWE games is that it's not a hook. If 2K should fall, then the other company. So what's going on with 2K24? I haven't heard any bad press about 2K24. So you can fill me in on that. I don't know exactly where you're going with that. Again, I have no comment at this time because I really don't know. But folks, we are back in commercial break. The show rolls on. Swerve is on his way out to the ring. He will face Daniel Bryan at All In, at least as it stands now. That was the end of the tournament. Facts. Yes. Didn't feel special. Didn't feel exciting. Didn't like it. Just felt like, oh, it happened. No fireworks, no streamers, no confetti. I don't know. It's just my take. But where was I going with that? Folks, I will remind everybody we are back tomorrow night. We will go live. Anthony, Big Nick, myself. We'll jump into the dirt sheet debate. We're going to talk a lot of Slammiversary. We're going to talk a lot about AEW, what's going on, new signings, new names, new rumors. We're going to talk a lot about WWE and when they're heading towards SummerSlam. But be there for that. Friday, of course, we got more wrestling and we cover more live wrestling than anybody else out there. I see over 130 people watching with me right now. Be a friend, tell a friend, take this link, share it with anybody you know. If you're watching right now, go share this link with at least one person. That's 131 links. Let's see if we can get this chat to 200 tonight with lots more to come. I feel like we just got the main event of the show, though. I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. AEW. The longer this runs, the longer we all get to hang out, and I'm okay with that. Facts, 420. Like we said, the wrestling might suck. We never do. Is this the end of the tournament? Jordan Grace goes to NXT eventually. I think that's a given. And she might skip NXT, let's be real. Because she has the experience, Grace might go straight to the main roster. Do you think they'll Brian the title since they're kind of winding down his career? That's an interesting question. I don't think they need to. And if you were going to do it now. I don't think does Daniel Bryan retire a champion the way Sting did, and then we'll have another tournament? But he could. He could beat Swerve. He really could. You know how much Tony Khan loves Daniel Bryan. So, yeah, Daniel Bryan could come out of All In as your champion. I'm down for Danielson versus Swerve. I think it'll be a great match. That's the savior of this. Is you might not like how we got there, but we got there. And it should be good. Swerve in the ring. You can't do Swerve and Hangman yet. Too soon. Yeah, but we're talking about a match that's going to happen at the end of August, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can say, oh, we can't do Hangman Swerve, or we can't do so. We got 2 months to build all of this shit. Like, part of my fear is, did they start selling DMD and Mercedes Moné too soon? You got 2 months, just under 2 months. The end of August is what we're building towards with all this shit. So you better have a plan. Swerve's got a mic, though, folks. Tell me this. All the AEW fanboys are bragging how good Dynamite has been for 3 weeks now. Then why aren't the ratings showing it? Again, I didn't fully see last week. I heard last week was pretty good. The week before that wasn't bad. But Dynamite's been a struggle. And the ratings should reflect it. If you're putting on good shows and no one's paying attention, well, the company that's supposed to be promoting, and that's one of your jobs, promote, get eyes, sell us on shit that people want to see. Okay. Danielson's gone, by the way. Danielson's not here anymore, by the way. Jeff being the ref was stupid as hell. I agree. Just wasn't necessary. Just was not necessary. The match was good. Let the men speak. Let a match happen without bullshit. Everyone's talking about Swerve and Ospreay. What a great match that was. Swerve Ospreay was not a 5-star match. Might have been a 4-star match if you want to be picky and base it on 7 stars. But the reason it wasn't was all the side shit. Don Callis getting involved. These moments. Just let the wrestlers wrestle. If this is where the best wrestle and you focus more on the wrestling, these overbooking situations are counterintuitive to what you claim your mission statement is. If you are about the wrestlers and the wrestlers just wrestle, then you don't need Don Callis with a screwdriver. You don't need Jeff Jarrett with a referee shirt. Just let him fucking wrestle. That's what you're telling me you want to do. Then do it. So Swerve is going to lead the team to blood and guts. Oh, boy. There you go. So Swerve is going to take on the Elite for no particular reason. AEW is missing balls and have the AVPs reverse the decision. Yeah, that would be really cool if they kind of played around with that idea. The thing that's going on with 2K is instead of last year under the TK contract and says it's a make or break. Oh, okay. I'm sure they'll be fine. Gilly. Welcome back. I feel like it's been a minute. Do you find folks give AEW any credit? Like Forbidden Doors, Swerve retaining was the right call. Thoughts? I think we give them all the credit in the world, and we really struggle to give them credit at times. Swerve not losing the belt, but here's the dilemma. Booking Swerve versus Ospreay on that pay-per-view wasn't good. To me, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't good booking. You could have done other things and not had it go that way. And the match itself, again, great match, 2 good competitors. They just fall short for me because you have side shit that doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. So I believe they get all types of credit. Forbidden Door as a pay-per-view, to me, was a bust. Swerve cut some good promo. Little bit low energy from the crowd, but Swerve establishing he will represent AEW against the Elite at Blood and Guts. And he will take on Bryan Danielson August 25th in Wembley. Still to come tonight, Willow Nightingale, and Mariah May, the women's final. As long as Martha is okay and endorses it, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it too. I'm not going to stress that too much. Getting closer and closer to my birthday. Me too, Damien. Me too. How do you think is the mass new signing from the vignettes, Ricochet, Aerostar? I'm not convinced it's Ricochet yet. Aerostar, maybe, but again, are we going to go crazy for Aerostar? I don't know. I have to see the vignette to be 100% honest with you, Smile Mark. Do you think Raw and SmackDown will ever do an outdoor show? More likely to do a pay-per-view and an outdoor show, but again, the way WWE is setting up these weekends, Eric, where Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in many cases, like we just saw in Toronto, potentially, if they feel like they can fill an outdoor, facility or venue on a particular Friday, maybe. Never say never. Jeff being the reason Hangman lost was still stupid. Jeff shouldn't have been involved. And if I mean, again, I thought Paige was going to win. So the fact that Paige didn't even win, you could have had Jarrett in the final of this tournament. Jeff Jarrett was the sentimental favorite. You saw that moment last week after Jeff Jarrett lost and he got love from the crowd. Imagine the Alberta crowd giving him the love tonight if he just missed winning the final and he's dejected and heartbroken. He wanted to do his old friend proud. Again, not completely wrong, but I do think these are the little things, the details that make the difference between being average and good and great. And I can pick this apart all day long because, again, I think if given the opportunity, it's easy to fix some of this shit. I don't know why they don't and why they don't realize it, but that's where I said earlier, Jeff Jarrett gets under my skin because Jeff Jarrett knows better. Jeff Jarrett, I think, has the sense to go, this wasn't necessary. Like poor Jeff Jarrett had to run up the ramp and get the trophy. Like it was just very Bush League, the whole situation. I'm just here for Mercedes to do her little dance. Yeah, fuck. At least you got something as folks. We are on commercial break. I think we might be getting Willow and Mariah soon, if not next. CJ Brand believes in Bryan Danielson. Absolutely. Let's go. Did not believe in Bryan Danielson. I'm shocked. What do you do with Hangman Page now? Now is Hangman mad that he lost and takes his anger out by joining the Elite? Where does Hangman go? You just brought him back. Where does he go? Legend has it that The Rock told I love those memes going around, by the way. I think it's great. No Swerve and Hangman 8. That's a good point. I wasn't convinced that it was the best choice. Just for me, and again, I can't hold them accountable for my fantasy booking. I just thought they were going to save Swerve versus Ospreay for Wembley. It just made sense. You give them 25 minutes and just say, go. And they tear it down in what could be one of the best matches ever. And we're not getting it. And I'm surprised and I'm disappointed. Does Swerve not know it's summertime? He's feeling the chill all the time. He's cool, calm, and collected at all times. I think Swerve should have opened the show. Again, your world champion tends to be an afterthought. But I see what they did there. Is anyone surprised? Why wouldn't Danielson still be in the ring when we came out of commercial? I'm a little surprised. Like, it would have been better for me, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong or being too picky. If you come back from commercial and it's Swerve is telling Danielson, I just beat Ospreay. I'm going to beat you. I'm the champion. And it doesn't have to be heated, but just Danielson was in the ring and just left. As we are back from commercial, and I got the Acclaimed doing a music video. They are in the Young Bucks closet. Ironic. I think they'd come out of that closet by now. MJF, right about Swerve's mic skills. It's true. And you're putting him in a position to really kind of highlight it, right? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And he's not being put in really great positions. I don't either, Charles. I'm with you. I'm still doubtful. AEW is overbooked. Every match has a manager, valet, tag team interference. Yeah, again, and I'm all for it. There's a rhyme and a reason to do it at times, but like tonight's a perfect example. The main event of Forbidden Door is a perfect example. That match did not need the caveat. You could have got to a place where Swerve got a win over Osprey without the side shit, because it's not even like you're following up on the side shit. This is fucking terrible right now, bye. This is fucking terrible. Yeah, terrible. Weird Al has cut better songs than this shit. Castor looks like he's putting on some chub. In the backyard playing fetch with my dog. Probably more entertaining right now. As right now, speaking of dogs, it looks like Billy. Oh, they're peeing on the fake Elite. There you go. The Acclaim lifting their legs on pretend Elite. That was fucking bad, MDB. It was fucking bad. As here comes Joe. Whoa, 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 whoa. We are doing the street fight now. The fuck is happening? Samoa Joe. Easy, Roberts. Hangman LMW. Luke and subscribed. Let's go. Luke. I think either Hangman cost Swerve the title, setting up a match at All Out. Well, a week later, not bad. Bucks promised Hangman a match with Swerve at All Out if he joins Blood and Guts. Okay. Mr. Jackson, M. Jackson. I'm just a little surprised that they didn't kind of get to the meat of that matter right away. You didn't really need the side caveat. Elderly abuse incoming. Jesus. Solid song, kind of corny. I didn't think the song was solid. Felt very flat. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Randolph. Caster's out. Caster's got so much talent. B hockey. Caster has so much talent. Him and last Wednesday. Oh, we're going to Big Bill beating people up. I like the song. Ironic. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to give it a second listen while I'm not talking on the mic, but I'll have to double check. It's my time now, the learning tree. Oh, DJ Premier, you're killing me. As Jericho coming out. Hop along, Jericho. Is the FTW title on the line? What's up, Roddy? How you doing? Caster roasted the Bucks. Well, I have to listen. The song did nothing for me. Terrible person, worst gimmick. I love it. Stop. What's up? Even worse rapper. There you go. What's up, Tim? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Folks, we got 127 with us right now. Take this link, share it with your friends. Let's see if we get to 150. Let's see if we get 13 more people in here. 23 more people in here. Wow, vitamins are good. But Joe starting off by taking the hat, and the boos are happening. By the way, has anyone saw any of the star ratings for Forbidden Door, including how Dave Meltzer blamed New York? Did anybody catch this shit? Dave Meltzer's lost his fucking mind, which we said a million times. The Jericho gimmick works on Wednesdays, but not at a pay-per-view. The fuck are you talking about, Meltzer? Fuck, you make me mad. I will take John Cena rap over Max Caster. Fair. The Acclaim write songs through AI, no doubt. I would believe that. Caster's an elite version of Blake Christian. Ooh, really? I like Blake. Oh, dear Jesus. Not the freaking learning tree. Yeah, the learning tree going to going one-on-one. Folks, get your predictions in. Remember, we take a prediction on every single match here. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So get in. Let me know. Who do you take it? Jericho or Joe? I got a feeling it's going to be Jericho, and it makes my heart hurt. Just give in. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, bro. I need a fucking... The only thing the fucking learning tree makes me want to do is fucking buy an axe. As Samoa Joe taking out Brian Keith. And then Jericho fucks up. Jericho! Yeah, that drop kick didn't land, Nigel. Anybody see that shit? Meltzer's a fucking absolute idiot. Meltzer acts like he has a crush on the wrestlers. It's insanity to me. Ooh. Meltzer gives him no CT. Joe for the win. Y2J retains. Joe for the win. Jericho for the win. Loving it. As Joe getting slid back in the ring. Question. Do we have back-to-back matches with blood? As Jericho going under the ring, he's got a bag. What's in the bag? What stupid shit is it? Little cowboy and Indian toys, Lego, thumbtacks. What dumb shit does Jericho have this time? Hockey pucks. Horseshoes. All right. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm predicting Jericho's going to irritate me. I'm going to predict that Jericho's going to start my weekly fucking meltdown here I'm telling you, my challenge to Tony Khan, give Jericho 6 months away. Take the time that you give Jericho and give it to somebody with talent. Give it to your fucking women's division. Please. Please. Samoa Joe for the win. What do you think of the show tonight? Some good stuff, some interesting stuff. As Jericho gets dropped on horseshoes, just want to point out the flat nature of them. Horseshoes, clovers, and balloons. Not me Lucky Charms. Sent on by Joe. So fucking dumb. Last good Jericho match has had one post-pandemic. Has he had one post-pandemic? Fuck. What was the last good Jericho match? Was the last time I was like, oh, Jericho did good? I don't know. Jericho with a low blow. Y2J is the GOAT. The GOAT of what? The GOAT of an inflated ego. The GOAT of thinking he's better than he really is. GOAT of fucking wasting my time. The GOAT of fucking wasting everyone's time. The GOAT of wasting TV time. What is Jericho the GOAT of at this point? As he's got a Boston Crab. Do you know what was the highest rated match at Forbidden Door? Remind me, Damien. I can see Hangman pin Swerve at Blood and Guts and gets added to the All-In match. Oof. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. As we go into picture right now, folks. And Jericho holding on to that Boston Crab. Blood for Jericho match are required because he has no skills. He's lost what he did have. It has been raining all day here. I'm only happy when it rains. I don't know what to tell you. Last interest Jericho story was Kevin Owens. Fair enough. Listen, Jericho, when he first came in AEW, made sense. Jericho being the first champion ever makes sense. Jericho being utilized the way he did in the beginning made sense. Jericho let the money and his relationship to Tony Khan conflate everything. It just gave him the biggest head. And now we got to sit around and watch a man have a public midlife crisis. A man who's not willing to admit his best days have passed him. A guy that wants to try and convince us that the garbage he's presenting is good. We're just too dumb to get it. This is garbage. Every week it's garbage. Every Friday it's garbage when they put him on it. Every Saturday is garbage when they put him on it. You have talent that we can't see, that we don't get because you're giving TV time to Chris fucking Jericho. That's my issue. Where's Malachi Black? Where's Murphy? Where's Wardlow? Where's Ricky Starks? Where's your women's division? Where's your tag team division? Help me. But that's the problem. Jericho thinks he's fucking wonderful. He's got a rock star ego from a guy that never got out of fucking playing fucking pubs. Samoa Joe should win this match. Yes, unfortunately, this hardcore stuff is happening too much in AEW. I don't mind a good street fight. I'm shocked it's going second. I have no idea how this match ended up second. Who even remembers when that was? I'm running the crap out of my tongue just to avoid Jericho. Poor dog. Just keep going. If you can pick a few trees to piss on, just pretend he's pissing on the learning tree. Probably make everybody feel a little bit better, Scott. As we're coming back from Picture in Picture, still in the Boston crowd. By the way, we've been in a Boston crowd for minutes. Minutes. Talk about a rest spot. Holy shit. When Mox took the title away from him. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good show, JV. Again, I didn't always hate Jericho. I listened to every one of this motherfucker's podcasts until he started bringing his friends onto the podcast and we're like, tell the fans they're stupid. Tell their fans they shouldn't make fun of me. That's I couldn't do it anymore. Jericho dedicating entire episodes of his podcast to him. Can't do it. What a fucking jerk. Jericho is not a top star anymore. Stop treating him like it. Jericho can serve as a great supporting role, a veteran that comes in and helps put over young talent. But Jericho is Jera Hogan. Hashtag Jera Hogan, folks. It's got to be a thing one day. He is an absolute fucking shell of what he used to be. And because he's so up Tony Khan's ass, we got to watch him every fucking week. Joe does the walk-off and Jericho hits the stairs. That was a good spot. One thing I will say is kudos to Jericho for taking these types of spots. At his age, he shouldn't be doing anything, but hey. So your drunk uncle at the barbecue is willing to jump off the roof into the swimming pool. You give him kudos just because he shouldn't be doing it? Yeah, nah. That's a tough one for me. As Jericho and Joe rolling up the stairs now. Where do we go from here tonight? Like, where does this show go? Get the flamethrower heat for them horseshoes. Let's have a branding. Don't tempt them, Roddy. Don't tempt them. Last good Jericho match was against Ospreay, which Ospreay did most of the good stuff. Maybe. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember when that was. Jericho eats some popcorn. 3.4 out of context. I have no idea what we're referring to. The goat of milk. I wish Kenny was going to be a part of Blood and Guts. I wish Kenny gets better. I wish Kenny gets back to good health. And I wish Kenny gets back to these shows. These shows could use Kenny Omega. Hot coffee in Joe's face. Man, if Jericho and Orange Cassidy was off TV for 6 months, AEW might fuck around and actually produce a star. That's it. I don't disagree with that at all, Dope. And here comes Big Bill, just like the Jarrett spot. Just like the Jeff Jarrett spot with the referee shirt. Big Bill just happened to be in the right place at the right time. I will take 2020 Jericho over this. I agree with you. It wasn't all bad. The problem was Jericho got into a world where everyone kept blowing him, figuratively and probably literally in many ways. So he believed his own hype. As Keith and Big Bill holding Joe as he takes a punch with the belt. Sloppy choke slam onto a pallet, onto a forklift. And now we got Jericho getting in the forklift. Oh, wait. Wait, who's this? They were trying to stop Jericho. Keith not letting it. Aubrey yelling at Jericho. Jericho gonna fuck this spot up because he can't drive a forklift. Fucking idiot. I think it's great. I think it's great. And I mean, she had the option to go to both. But that's where Tony's got to be careful. Jericho drives through a wall with Joe on the forklift, which wouldn't have hurt Joe at all. Just if we're clear, that'd be minimal damage to Joe. Now Joe's missing. Colt Cabana on TV. Holy shit. Joe's down. We all realize that spot was garbage, right? Now we got Psycho Joker Chris Jericho, and the match is over. The crowd boos. The crowd boos. The match is over, and Chris Jericho's gone crazy. That was shit. I don't know what we're doing with this. I don't know why we're doing it 2 weeks in a row, Mr. Hockey or Mrs. Hockey. I'm not sure. Discarded in the toy box of Tony. Facts, Mark. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in commercial break. If you were just tuning in, we literally had Chris Jericho drive through a wall, a chip rock, like a simple chip rock drywall, like nothing thick. If you were laying on the pallet would have went through the wall before you. If anything, you might get some debris on you. And that was enough to end the match. For all the fucking bullshit we see. We saw a man get set on fire and come back and win the match. And that was enough to end that match. That spot sucked. That match sucked. That was a waste of our time. Anybody got a different opinion? Anybody want to argue with me? I hope so. I hope this means Joe back to WWE. Why can't they write Jericho off? Horrible. Anybody listening to my voice right now, almost 130 people, is anybody watching that and going, that was really good? Anybody out there right now thinking, that was really cool. Oh my God, I hope Joe's okay. They fucking decimated that match. It was drywall. Fuck, you know what was more? The Shocker making his debut through the drywall was fucking more dangerous in that spot. Colt Cabana. Yeah, we got a Colt Cabana sighting. Fucking hell. That was styrofoam wall. Had to hurry. Yeah, it was. Again, think about it visually. And this is where Tony Khan sucks at his job. Think about it visually, guys. They laid Joe on a platform. They laid him on a skid, a pallet, on forks. And as a motherfucker who used to drive a forklift, you got forks. The forks stick out further than the pallet. So when you go to drive into the wall with a human being on the pallet, the forks go through the wall, not the human being. If anything, some debris would fall on Joe, and maybe that hurt Joe. But it's not enough to kill him. You'd have to hit the brakes real hard and have Joe go flying off. But for that to work, you need to visualize it and actually do it. That whole situation sucked. That was a horrible fucking street fight. Horrible street fight. The drywall put them over budget. Facts. I'm here to support the Wrestling for Life Network, not AEW. Remember, Stoner Jesus. The wrestling might suck. We never do. And we're going to give you our unbiased, unscripted, uncensored opinion every single time. You don't have to agree with everything we say, but man, we're willing to talk about it. We really are. What? Joe go back to WWE with Triple H in charge? Yes, yes. Now they're going to replay this spot that wouldn't have hurt him. The only thing that could have hurt Joe was Jericho jamming the brakes. Yeah, right? Joe should just have got up and walked off. As we got Joe going into an ambulance. Oh, fuck my life. I hope so. Who was laughing in the background? I don't. You let me know, Paul. I didn't catch it. That spot was cool. The spot was cool. Why was the ending sucked. The spots. I mean, again, if that was part of the match, like if Jericho drove through the wall and then got up and then grabbed Joe and kept beating him up, fine. Only Nick Wayne's mom can save us now. As the learning tree waving goodbye. This is so fucking bad. This is so fucking bad. As up next, a glory hole fatal four-way. I mean, global. What would they call it? Global glory, not glory hole. I fucked up. Oh wait. Time out. The winner of this match gets a shot at the international title, but we just established MJF's going to fight for it. Write-offs in 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, what are they doing? Poor Joe. Fucking bad. Fucking bad. Oh wow, he looks okay for going through a wall. Because he didn't go through the wall. The forklift went through the fucking wall. He might have hit some debris on the way through, but he would be okay. I've thrown many old brothers through that kind of wall. It was simple, thin, 1-inch drywall. Might even been half-inch drywall. As Ishii and Claudio working together to get rid of Fletcher. Who are you taking in the fatal four-way, folks? Jared Blow. Yeah, no entrances because you have to take away time from the entrances so Jericho can do this. Dear Tony Khan, please remove Chris Jericho from your colon and stop wasting our fucking time. I don't give a fuck what anyone else out there says. The diehard AEW fans that come after me about anything WWE does, I do not want to hear it anymore. As long as they're booking Jericho and Marco Stunt and people like that in this bullshit, I don't want to hear fucking nothing. I don't care if WWE has fucking brings back Doink the fucking Clown. I don't want to hear shit about what they're booking compared to what AEW is booking. That was fucking awful. Yep. Which is where fucking Big Bill was hiding. Who's in the four-way? Good question, Michael. I should have told you. Ishii, Kyle Fletcher, Pac, and Claudio Castagnoli. The winner gets a international title shot. What MJF is challenging for next week. So I'm guessing the title shot will be in the future. Weird. I want Joe to go back to WWE. Why not? AEW is smoking doinks. MDV. Pac is the only one that hasn't faced Ospreay, so I'm assuming he wins. Ishii shouldn't be in this match. Again, you have people that you can't get on TV that you're paying, and Ishii's here. The fuck is Ishii doing here? Claudio up and over. Job squad, right? Facts. As we go back to picture-in-picture, folks. How long has this show been so far? Oh, we're getting close. So they're literally setting up Willow and Mariah as the main event. Ooh. No offense to the ladies, but watch the ratings just fucking tank. Ooh. Bad booking, but more money and less work. That's it. That's all it is. Whatever you want, Tony. Whatever you want. You're paying me a small fortune. I'll do whatever you want. Pac wins. Claudio for the win. I'm thinking maybe Claudio wins. I get Cesaro for the win. Good shout. My head has gone through so much drywall, and I'm okay. And I'm here. I don't know about it. Okay, though. You're here, but you might not be all there, Stoner Jesus. But listen, that's drywall. Again, it takes nothing to put a fist, an arm, a head through a bit of drywall. I hate that spot. I hate it. It was fucking awful. It showed nothing. It did nothing. And considering on a weekly basis on AEW programming, we got people falling from the fucking ceilings. We got people going through glass. We got people with flamethrowers. That is what ended this match. Do better. Be better. AEW would go after Tony first. Facts. I'm starting to think Jericho has it in his contract that he must appear. Yeah, it's like, again, this creative control, this, I get to call my own shots, or just the fact that his boss is a walking giant pussy and doesn't have the balls to look him in the face and say, no, Jericho, no. That's Tony's biggest problem. He is a softie. He is absolute fucking baby shit. Soft, and does not have the ability to look at the people around him and say, terrible idea. We're not doing it. Did Ricochet sign yet? Unconfirmed. I'm convinced that he's not signing, but I said if he didn't show up at Money in the Bank, I'd be wrong. So soft. MDB gets me. Mariah May beat Willow later. All right. We're looking into the future, says Bonkers. We just had the Owen Hart, and you just said people are falling from the ceiling. Laugh my never too soon. That's kind of funny. I did not mean that though. Hilarious. Yeah, shout out. Try not to do that. I can't wait to hear Cornette take on Joe and Jericho. You know what? I'll be honest. And I'm curious because I know we got some Cornette fans out there. And I infamously have explained before, I started doing this channel because I wanted to counter Jim Cornette. I didn't like Jim Cornette shitting all over AEW. I loved AEW. How dare you talk about it like this? Now I'm on here talking like this. It's fucking weird. But we're back from commercial. All four men are just exchanging blows, just like the last two matches. Here's my question. I feel lately, the last little bit here, I feel like Jim Cornette's fallen off. I feel like we've had some shorter shows. He's talking about nonsense. I don't know. Does Jim Cornette still pack the same punch, or is it just we're doing it better? I don't know. I'll ask you guys. The booking sucks. It really does suck. That would be a badass match. What did he say would be a badass match? Where's Dope? Pac and Ospreay at Wembley. I'd be all for that. I'm a big fan of Pac. I'm a big fan of Pac. Zack Sabre Jr. wins, not in the match. Unless Mercedes, that would suck too. That would really suck. Remember, Jericho was doing it one time. Fucking hell. So MJF challenged the belt, and they're doing a number one contenders match the same night. Yes. And Ishii looks like the best guy in your company. WWE fanboys agree with everything Jim says bad about AEW and get upset when he hates about the Wyatt Six. I can't speak on behalf of the fanboys, but I will say, I mean, I love listening to Jim. I've listened to every minute of him for the last couple years now. I did start this because I thought he was being unfairly critical of AEW. Again, I don't expect Cornette to get something like the Wyatt Six. I don't. It's just not his wheelhouse. I get that. Right? It's no different than when you put on your favorite band for your dad and your dad's looking at you confused. Like, what the fuck is this? Where's Freebird? I get it. I get that. But I think that works both ways, Jay. I think it's very naive to say the WWE fanboys agree with everything because I think the AEW fanboys do the same thing when it comes to Meltzer and any criticism that's thrown AEW's way. They don't want to hear about the ratings. They don't want to hear about the analytics. They don't want to hear about the bad booking or shit matches. No different than the WWE fanboys. So, yeah. And now as the guy in the middle, Cornette gets a lot of things wrong. He gets a lot of things right. He's an absolute wrestling genius. And I have the utmost respect for the man. But lately, he's been a little flat for me. A little like, No, we haven't missed Sasha yet. Apparently, she's coming up after this. Does it make sense that TK ran off Hook and Joe? I don't know, Damien. Unless there's this big comeback. As Fletcher is in the sharpshooter. And Pac, instead of breaking up the sharpshooter, lands an elbow and puts him in a... Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And Ishii just walks over. What the fuck is this spot? Yeah, where's Freebird? Claudio, please go back to WWE. It'd be very interesting. I like Claudio a lot. Yeah, he doesn't do spooky shit. Different strokes, folks. And yeah, he wasn't much. I mean, then again, if you listen to what he thought Kane should be, his shit was way out there too. So again, to Cornette's credit, if something starts getting over and works, he tends to kind of come around to it a little bit. 100%. At least Cornette is genuine and authentic. Meltzer is an absolute jellyfish. He's an absolute spineless bitch. Is that too harsh? He is. He's fucking ridiculous. The Fatal 4-Way continues. Big European uppercut to Ishii. Neutralizer. Pac back up. Some of these spots are fucking atrocious. Two. People need to understand that Cornette is always working his gimmick. Yeah, 100%. If he can dig in and he knows he's pissing people off, he's going to dig in even harder. That is the beauty of it. The more people got mad. You think of how big Jim Cornette's podcast got just on the back of pissing everybody off. He knew, like, if you're watching, whether you're hate watching or not, that's more views, more people tuning in. Even if they hate you, it's still views. That's the way to do it. It's the way to do it, bro. Fletcher kicks out. Big boom from Pac. Yuta's tending to Claudio. Ishii looks like a rock laying in the corner. Is it too late for Joe to go? No, it's never too late. Never too late, Damien. And Triple H and Joe have a really good relationship. Cornette has never agreed when it's a wrestler he hates gets over. I disagree with that. You got to give the man some credit, Bradley. As Pac gets the win. And Pac will fight the winner of MJF and Ospreay. Yeah, no, I've heard him come around. I mean, there's certain things you're right. He's stubborn on, like but he has given Omega some credit where credit was due. Orange Cassidy, again, the gimmick, he's not terribly wrong. But yeah, there's moments where he struggles. But when things were cooking, I mean, you got to remember when Pac joined AEW, Cornette gave him all the love in the world for how they did it. He's given them praise. It's just people don't want to hear the bad shit. Yeah, he 100% knows his shit. Pac's got a mic. Their fans are saying this is awesome. Things have not been going well recently. Me and the other hobbits have had some troubles. How on earth is Rush not in this match? Rush did his job. Rush showed up, helped MJF get back into the company. And then bye Roosh, back to Rampage. That's what I'm saying. You got talent on this show. This is not AEW hate. This is AEW frustration. And this is AEW anger because I know the talent you have. Now you got a guy cutting a promo on two guys that just cut a promo on each other out of a match they're having next week. I don't get it. I don't think I could watch AEW. It would be too much of a trip. The bastard will be back. As Pac taking Dijak's gimmick. So weird. Oh, so Pac is going to fight either MJF. What the fuck? I didn't realize. So that's a number one contender for the international title at Wembley. So it's, oh, there goes Hangman. Oh, Hangman upset, pouting, as usual. Yeah, I agree, Jay. I agree with you, man. Banging on the door. I bet it's the Elite. There we go. What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch? Promo time. Pac had a lot of title shots lately. Yeah, he just doesn't win. As Hangman turning to the Elite. So Hangman, Adam Page. So, okay, we're going to talk in a second, guys. I got something for you here. And I want honest opinion from the chat. Sin Cara. Where did we get Sin Cara from? As here comes the CEO at the top. Oh, wow. Okay. Ricochet should go against Pac at Wembley. Not happening. Pac is going to take on either MJF or Ospreay at this point, as of right now. 3-0. Sorry, I was talking about guys still with us, Paul. Okay. You're 100% right with this. Okay. So, as it stands right now, as the queen of the fakeness pageant is on her way out to the ring, God, she makes me irk. Dutch Mantel has become unlistenable. I couldn't get into Dutch. I couldn't get into Dutchy. Couldn't do it. He does all his trash about all he does is trash both companies, bitter old man. Yeah, again, and I couldn't get into it. So Daniel Garcia isn't returning by Wembley, I guess, unless it costs MJF next week. I'm at a loss. So maybe Garcia comes out. It ends up being MJF versus Garcia, and then Ospreay versus Pac. Is anyone else having trouble with why I'm having troubles? Or am I just simple? Am I simple Simon? Can't get this one. As we got Sasha getting kind of booed, mostly booed. She is so fake. Yep, Hangman joined the Elite. We're going to talk about this, Richard. We're going to talk. And I always encourage the fans, if you have a reason to hate something, don't just come here and say WWE sucks or AEW sucks. Back it up with some thought. Be deeper than that. And that's kind of well, so one thing's for sure. So Sasha has extra security. Adam Copeland, lots of love for Copes. Hope he's doing well. Him and his broken leg. We're gonna get to Hangman Page, and I'm gonna offer you guys something. As she drops the Bret Hart in Calgary. Nice heel move. She's getting all the love from me on that one. All these belts are just giving Sasha participation trophies now. Yes. Less belts. Yeah, I need to simp for the queen of AEW. She's so bad. Yeah. Well, here goes. We got the first bitch. What was the over-under on? 9 bitches? Yep. Much better. Watching AEW gets me lightheaded and the booking is all over the place. Again, it's just bouncy. I consider myself a relatively intelligent human being most days, and I can't follow this shit. The doctor will see you now. And Tony Schiavone instantly rock hard. Here we go. DMD looking like $1 million. DMD is worth the money. Banks, not so much. As down goes security. Down goes security. And Sasha's bad acting. Damien, we got to talk, my guy. I get it. You think she's cute, but doesn't mean she's good at her job. As DMD chases Sasha out of the building. Again, she could have come out and cut a promo. It didn't have to be the toast. I didn't get that. Tay Mello and the Zombie Girl. Abaddon is awesome and only gets used in October. Tay Mello had a baby and is getting paid very well to stay home. Right? DMD. Yeah, throws out a little bit of Hitman. I'll give her full marks for that. It looks that way. Yeah, let's give us all the likes. We got 144 people. I need 6 to get to 150. If you can hear my voice right now, take this link and send it to a few of your friends. I need 5 to get to 150 here tonight. As DMD is back, she's cooking, and she runs off Mercedes Moné as poor Willow Nightingale and Mariah May have to main event this shit show. Holy shit. Segment wasn't needed or necessary. You're not wrong, Richard, but that's been the story of the night. Now, let me ask everybody. We're in commercial break, and I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I'm being serious. You have Adam Page get suspended by the Bucks, the Elite, and he's gone for a while. Then you have all this shit going on with the Elite and Adam Page. Or sorry, the Elite, Tony Khan, AEW. At Anarchy in the Arena, you could have brought Page back to be a factor. Either he hates the Elite and goes after them, or he's okay with the Elite and they've mended fences. They've relinquished their suspension because now he's going to be on the team. And a good reason to have a win, a big moment. Pay-per-view, Anarchy in the Arena. Adam Page comes out. Whose side is he on? Lays out whoever. Let's say he lays out the baby faces. The Elite wins. He joins the Elite. You could have done something like that. Or you could have brought him back, put him in the Owen Hart Classic for no reason. Squash Jeff Jarrett, who had the best case going and should have been in the finals. Lose to Daniel Bryan, to go back and just say, hey, guys, I'm in. What would you, I mean, honest opinion, what do you think's better? What do you think's more entertaining? What works better for you out there? This is what I'm seeing with Tony Khan's booking. This is why I'm critical on Wednesdays, because there are options. I see the options right in front of me of you could have done this so much better. Instead, he loses a match that he didn't need to be in. If you were going to set up Danielson and Swerve, then you should have had Danielson going over Jeff Jarrett would have worked just as well. And Hangman could be in the middle of a storyline with the Elite. Streamline your stories. Make your stories make sense. Have a heel. Have a baby face. A good guy and a bad guy. Have a fucking plot to the angle. Have a direction for the angle. And have some foresight for the angle. Adam Page could have returned like a badass. Good or bad. Now he's doing the tweener thing again. I think I'm bad. I think I'm good. I like you guys. I hate you guys. I'm in. I'm not in. What are we doing? There is a better way to do this. This is not me just hating on the show. This is not me just hating on the company. But I see the alternative. I see what you could have done. No different than what we're getting with Jericho. I'm wasting our time with Jericho, wasting TV time on Jericho. There is just so much you could do instead. Show's terrible. 10 out of 10 for Mercedes. Nah, that wasn't good. J-Man, let's go. What is this? Brandon Cutler? Darby Allin! Darby Allin, what is happening? Darby's back! Why didn't this happen in the ring? Darby beat up Brandon Cutler. Why didn't that just happen in the ring? Camille's not debut no time soon as some sidekick to someone. Denisha might have a point, as here comes Mariah May with Tony Storm and Luther. I'm so proud of you, she says. Let's go, Jay. Unpredictability is fine, but TK should have had Swerve versus Page at All In. It's way more intriguing than Swerve versus Danielson. He did a great promo on Collision. This is the fucking confusing part. Storytelling. I mean, there's a way to tell it. And when you say, well, AEW doesn't really worry about the stories, but you're telling stories. You're poorly telling stories. It's not like you ignore stories or the entertainment side of wrestling at all costs and just give us matches. You're trying to tell stories. You're just fucking bad at it. And again, I don't understand how a room full of adults don't go, wait, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? As here comes Willow Nightingale. But am I wrong? Like, again, if there's a difference between unpredictability and just blatant stupidity. And again, to me, it's like when I would fantasy book wrestling in my room as a kid. That's what Tony's doing. Is there's nobody there to say, well, that wouldn't work, or what about this, or why didn't that happen? Or you just get to book whatever the fuck you want and you have no accountability. You have nobody to answer to. That's what this is like. And you're right. There is potential there. I thought we were going to get Osprey Swerve. Now we're getting Swerve Danielson. We're getting Pac and maybe Osprey. I just feel like if you're going to bring in Osprey, and Osprey's going to be the best in the world, which arguably Osprey is one of the best in the world, if not the guy right now, why is he not in the absolute main event spot for the biggest title in wrestling, according to your company, against somebody that can push him to the limits? I don't get it. I don't fully understand this. And I feel like the women have been booked into a fucking corner tonight. Is Camille signed up with AEW? Rumor is she has been. I do believe there was stories about her being upset that she signed and hasn't been utilized. Darby's going to be on Team AEW. Yes. That's seemingly what was just claimed. If you were just tuning in, Darby jumped Brandon Cutler in the parking lot, and it looks like, well, he said it wasn't over. So Darby's going to join the Acclaimed and Swerve. What the fuck are we doing? Glad I found your channel, KJ. Dope Dubs. We appreciate it, folks. We are in the main event. Give us your prediction. Remember, I will take a rating at the end of the night out of 10. I want to know how everybody out there feels about the shows, but we appreciate all the love, all the support. Even if you watch us for 1 minute, we appreciate it. And we are rolling. We're hitting milestones left, right, and center. We are grinding towards 6K subscribers, and we cover more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Plus, the wrestling might suck. We never do. As Willow and Mariah May have kicked it off. And I'm hoping for a good one here. I'm calling Pac versus MJF, Osprey. Oh, triple threat. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mariah May for the win. Willow, Lord, yes. I think Tony gave the book to Martha tonight. Maybe. Maybe the AC is on Max in the arena. Maybe. What's Smile Mark say? Mariah May for the win. I want May for the win. I want to wrestle Willow. I admit it. She whoop your ass, bro. Darby should jump Jack. No, he jumped Brandon Cutler, who we never see on TV and doesn't mean anything to anybody. MJF didn't travel to Calgary. No, God, no. Fuck that. I'll record a pre-tape for you guys. That's all you're getting from me. I think Natalya will sign up with AEW. I do not, Craig. I do not ever see that being a thing. I think Natalya is a for-lifer with the WWE, not just here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Natalya is not going anywhere. And she will transition into a producer, trainer role at kind of what she's already doing. Tyson's still working there. She's not going to AEW to fuck up her legacy. Again, she can perform in front of thousands or a very small crowd. She ain't leaving. She's not going nowhere. I hope it's 2 million subscribers. Me too, Kira. So be a friend, tell a friend. Let's get to 2 million or 20 million or whatever the fuck that says. 20,000 million. I'm down. So Darby, Swerve, the Acclaimed, and Mark Briscoe. Yeah, so far. And I heard Kyle O'Reilly might be the other guy. What a fucking team that is. Oh, Mariah May in control. That was weird. Drop kick to the spine. Down goes Willow. Jumping jack flash. Willow won last year. Zero chance she's winning again. It's May Day. Yeah, they're setting up Tony versus May. The obvious story that we've been waiting for. So, yes, Mariah May wins this one. I admit it. Tony Khan, I admit it. I was wrong. You did not have Adam Page win. I'm shocked. Oddly enough, you found a way to make it make less sense. How long is the overrun going to be? I don't know. Did Tony Khan tweet about it? We have an overrun tonight. We shouldn't know that. It should just happen. Next week, Okada will fight Strickland as part of the 250th episode celebration. Champion versus champion. There you go. So next week is stacking up. 200 away. Come on, folks. We got 140 people here. Give me 2 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So Adam Page, Jack Perry, The Elite, taking on Swerve and Mark Briscoe as it stands right now. Based on the fact that the Acclaim just did a music video at The Elite, I'm assuming they're joining that team. Safe to say, guys? Let's go. Let's go. O'Reilly's not good. I'm with you. I loved him once upon a time. I don't know what the fuck we're doing with him now. And he just, again, so nondescript. But we go to pitcher with Willow in control, folks. The Bucks haven't defended in 100 days since winning the belts. All right, so we are doing next week, we are doing the 4 Lifies, the half-year Golden KJs, the Wrestling Awards. Next week, next Thursday, we're going live. Myself, Nick, Anthony, and right now we're doing the fan votes. So go to the community section on our YouTube page. You can vote for the awards. More awards are going up. One of the things we debated today, and I believe it was Sports Illustrated that said the Bucks are the #1 tag team of 2024. Here's my problem. They don't compete in tag team wrestling. So if they are these tag team dynamos, generational talent, why don't they have tag matches? Where is the AEW tag team division? Where? Help me understand. The Bucks have a shitty storyline with Tony Khan and the Elite. Now, does Tony Khan get involved in Blood and Guts? That'd be interesting. But the Bucks don't fight. They're like, again, oh, well, what about Roman Reigns, KJ? I agree. But they don't have that aura. They don't have that je ne sais quoi. They haven't earned 100 days without defending, in my humble opinion. It's going to be Swerve, Briscoe, Darby, and the Acclaimed. Sounds about right. I realize they can't slip in the House of Black tonight. The Gun Club. Why is Anna Jay with Saray? I hear crickets. Paul, that comment is a little all over the place. But yeah, the House of Black, I'm sad. I'd much rather have House of Black on my TV than the Learning Tree. Anna Jay's great. Her with Saraya and joining the Outcast does nothing for her. I have a feeling they're going to build Saraya something. Soraya's going to get a match for All In because she's from the UK. That's it. That's how simplistic Tony books, right? Like, Tony Khan to me, like, it's just simplistic booking. Very interested in Swerve versus Okada next week. Yeah, so interesting, I guess. But Swerve's going to fight Okada because Swerve's going to fight at Blood and Guts. But Swerve also has a very big match coming up at the end of August with Danielson. We'll find out how that gets there. Hangman cost Team Elite at Blood and Guts. I don't love that idea. If he's going to join him, join him. I think Adam Page would be better as a heel with them. He might actually give them a little validity, but I don't know, man. They're so far out to left field right now. As we are back from commercial break, shotgun dropkick from the top. I know they won't do it, but what if Willow came back from Team AEW? What if Wardlow came back for Team AEW and they might get some of his mojo back? Listen, man, that's not a terrible idea, man. I mean, you're not wrong. Wardlow, what happened to Wardlow? Wardlow was becomes the heavy for the Undisputed Kingdom, gets a random title match that he should have never had, loses, and gone. He doesn't even come out with them when you see them. You see Roddy in the Kingdom all the time. Wardlow's gone. Wardlow is gone. Right now, he's just collecting. There is fucking over 100 people sitting at home collecting checks from fucking Tony Khan like they're on unemployment. It's amazing. Shout out to Tony Khan. I would love that gig. Houston Astros. Boo. What's the word on Charlotte Flair? Charlotte Flair is still rehabbing. Last I heard, she was ahead of schedule. I wouldn't expect her till around the fall at the earliest, though. Maybe she's back in time for Survivor Series or something like that. Be very interesting. Tiffy Charlotte. Ooh, I'm sorry, JD deserves that award. What? Help me here. What did I miss? Oh, tag team, JD. Yeah, you're not wrong. But we were just talking about. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to even nominate them for the award because they don't participate in tag team wrestling. You can say you don't like Awesome Truth, or you don't like DIY, or you don't like whatever tag team. Pick a tag team. You don't like that tag team, but they participate in tag team wrestling. Like, that's the difference for me. If you're going to be a tag team, you got to participate. Houston. Oh, I guess J-Man's from out that way, are you? With all that love. I like the Rockets better than I like the Astros. The Bucks hardly wrestled this year. Facts. Is it a Golden KJ, the Canadian version of the Golden Shower here in the USA? Tony, why we got to go that way? Why do we got to go that way? I don't need to spark your fantasy, sir. Down goes Willow. Decent match. Just should have opened the show. AEW needs to go 3 hours. Eric Tate, you stop that shit. I know you got an LOL there. Someone else said it in the chat earlier. They're having trouble fucking figuring out 2 hours. If I got to stay here an extra hour, could you imagine an extra hour with me on Wednesdays? Could you imagine what I would be like in the 3rd hour of Dynamite? Jamie Hayter still not healed. I don't fucking know, Smile Mark. She broke her everything, apparently. I don't know what to tell you about that, my guy. There's people who have recovered for amputation faster than Jamie Hayter. Willow goes for the pounce, but needs a headbutt. Nice. Malagai should have been AEW's version of The Undertaker. I wish DK would have hired Scott D'Amore. He is an incredible wrestling mind and passion in the wrestling. Respect him. I'm with you, Jay. I'm a huge fan. And again, shout out to a good old Canadian. Scott D'Amore. It doesn't matter what wrestling genius you bring into AEW. It could be D'Amore. It could be, you name. Oh, we got a distraction. Wait a minute. What is happening? Statlander kicks Willow. Bibbins running away. Bibbins. There we go. Willow down. And that's how Mariah May gets the win. Stone Cold Steve Austin. There you go. Anything to do with Texas, we're good to go. But yeah, no, I mean, I got all the respect in the world for a lot of the wrestling minds. You even have guys like Jerry Lynn involved with AEW. But if Tony Khan won't listen, and if the wrestlers get the final say, Willow kicks out 2-2-2-2-2. Why she kicked out there, I have no idea. But Willow kicks out. I wish House of Black was on TV again instead of the Learning Tree. Facts. That's why I'm mad at AEW, Gordon. I'm not mad because I think the company sucks. I'm mad because the company's giving me. It's like going to your favorite restaurant and getting served shit instead of the meal that you wanted. I love this restaurant, but man, they keep fucking up my food. You're going to get mad. And that's what I feel like with AEW. I like this place. Y'all just keep fucking up my shit. Big clothesline by Willow. If Willow wins this, I'm going to shit a cat live on fucking screen. John Bradshaw Layfield. All right. J-Man, you're about to go take a hike. There you go. Getting on my nerves. Apparently, Jamie Hayter is playing Operation. Fuck, she's doing something. Again, another example of a human being collecting a shit ton of money not to work. Good on them. The people that have maximized the money they're getting out of this money mark that are going to go jump to WWE when they're done getting paid is going to be mind-blowing, guys. Roll through. 1, 2, 3. It's a women's match. So it's a roll-up. Woo! Mariah May. Your Owen Hart Classic Tournament winner. Good job. Why don't the women hit finishers? Right? That's exactly it. Again, Gordon. Tony Khan had as much wrestling booking on his resume 2 years ago or 4 years ago now when he started doing this job that I did, that one of you did, zero experience doing the job he's got. And if he was a smart man and wanted to be AEW to be the company he thinks it is, he would delegate. He would delegate. You can burn your fucking company to the ground, but why not delegate it and give it a chance to be the best it could ever be? Why not give it a chance to be received the way you said you wanted it to be? You really want to compete with WWE? Delegate. Let other people do it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot of flowers for being smart enough to put people around you. And there's the turn! Mariah May laying out Toni Storm. Finally! Fuck. I have voted for the fan categories, and you would be a dead man if Dynamite. Oh, God. Mariah beating up Luther. Oh, now Tony's bleeding. AEW is like an omelet bar with a dyslexic chef. Ask him for ham, you get tuna. Ask for cheese, you get yogurt. Yeah, yeah. Or you ever have like a place you love to go to, but they change management? So it's like the same place, but the shit's different. That's what this is like. We've been waiting for this heel turn for so long. And she is laying waste to Toni Storm. Holy shit. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I mean, it's a bit. She was looking for the first opportunity to betray Toni Storm. Well, Excalibur, that's fucking bullshit. She's had plenty of opportunity. So funny. I won the Owen Hart. I best beat up my best friend now. As she smudges the blood on her face, and Toni just looks like she actually looks like a fucking messy blow-up doll at this point. Yeah. You sick fuck. I actually like how unexpected that was. I admit the actual violence of it all was unexpected. But I've been waiting for this turn for a hot fucking minute. Some WWE fan made the FBI follow Tony Khan, which is why I hate WWE. Their fan base makes me hate wrestling. Well, Jay, I hate to break this to you, but both fan bases have their cancers, have their issues. The FBI thing, I was trying to find out more about it, this doxing claim, but it's very interesting. But I believe that we've even seen people like, we've seen like a fucking baby Ice Cube come out and complain about AEW fans. Both fan bases have problems. It's like any organization, anything that you don't have to sign up to be a part of, you have people that suck. And again, there's a lot of cancerous, blind fans on both sides. I'll put it that way because I'm in a nice mood. Luther with the cartwheel. Yeah, but we are off the air, ladies and gentlemen. Get in that chat. Give me a rating out of 10 on Dynamite tonight. I'm curious what you guys thought of it. You've heard my thoughts. I will continue to break it down, and I want to know what everyone out there thought of the show tonight. Crazy. All over the place. A lot happened. I just don't know if a lot of it was good. 3-0. KJ, would you be down for an Aleister Black heel turn? Is he not a heel? He usually shows up and beats up baby faces. Is Aleister Black? I mean, like, you mean if he goes back to WWE, would Aleister Black be a heel? Yeah. I mean, why not? He's supposed to be a heel. Damn, wasn't expecting this. Why not? She had Aubrey. Let's go. I'm officially a fan of Mariah. Mariah's good. This is awesome. This is great. Wow. You got some people just instantly. She attacked Aubrey. Let's fucking go. Somebody cue the black and white screen for Timeless Tony, Crimson's Mask. Finally, Snowman hit a home run. What was the home run? Heel turn. That was a great heel turn. What am I crazy, guys? The heel turn It wasn't a good heel turn. And I will tell you why. All the blood tonight, and the show was graciously donated from Mox. There you go. The heel turn has been long overdue. We knew the heel turn was coming. It just feels so funny to me that, oh, we were best friends, best friends, best friends. I won a title match. Fuck your shit up. Yeah. No. Again, it's simplistic. You could have turned Mariah before. I wasn't shocked about the Mariah turn. We've been waiting for Mariah May to make this fucking turn. Should have been done, but it was all right. 6 out of 10. Great ending. Good Danielson match. Rest of the show was filler. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. That was a waste of my time. Thanks, Boston and MDB. Facts. There you go. There you go. Yeah, again, guys, I mean, bigger picture, 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. The Jericho match killed the show, 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Queen, CEO, 8.5 out of 10. Wow, that's a simp rating across the board. Love the promo with Will and MJF. Hated the page that Page lost. 7 out of 10, says Jay. Fair enough. 7.5. Oh, that's reasonable, actually, Robert. 9, that's way too high. A bit too much blood on tonight's show. Just unnecessary blood. There's moments where you really want that. I like what happened with Mariah May, but that should have not been the main event tonight. Shouldn't have been. Sorry. 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Great ending. It was an okay ending, guys. Greatest heel turn ever in AEW, plus the Crimson Mask. There you go, right? Like, just I'm easily amused. 7.5. The ending was more brutal than what happened to Joe. Facts. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Would have been a 4 out of 10, but Mariah, yeah, that was kind of the better part of the show. Just the ending alone was my rating. Fair enough. Wow, I was shocked. 6 out of 10. Maybe that's my problem. I wasn't that shocked. This is fantastic. I'm sorry, I can't stand the AEW announce team. That's why we exist, Bendy. We are the alternative commentary to all the wrestling. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, because you don't want to listen to Excalibur just talk shit. It don't make any sense. That was a great heel turn. Fair enough. Jericho match killed the show. It was killed before that. What an ending. Awesome shit. There you go. People are thrilled. Apparently, all we needed was a bloody Tony Storm to make everything better. 5 out of 5. Mariah and Brian win. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, I'll give you that. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 10. They should have milked Mariah, turned closer to All In. What I would have done, Bash 8, is tonight there would have been a bit of awkwardness, right? Like, kind of like, oh no, we're gonna fight each other, and then you tease it. They've been playing with it. Is she gonna turn? Is she not gonna turn? Is she gonna turn? To me, I think it was blatantly obvious to have her turn tonight, the night she wins. To me, it wasn't shocking. It wasn't out of left field. It was like, all right, I got you. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being picky. Maybe my brain works a little different. But I mean, you got to this point. The fact that you were best friends up until that match ended. Again, there was no increase of the intensity or the animosity between you two. You went from madly in love to dead, right? Almost like getting fucking ghosted by the person you're dating. Madly in love to over. It happens. But that, to me, again, pop-up book writing. Maybe just me, but I feel like it's simplistic writing. Good show. Had its ups and downs. 6.5. 6.5 seems very fair. Mercedes Moné is the best thing on AEW. If that's the best thing on AEW will not be here in 2026. She is not good. She is not helping sell tickets. She is not interesting. She's not good, JV. She's not. And if you're out there and you're like, she's so sexy, that's you too. I don't know. She's not doing anything. DMD is a much better star. 8, 9. Ooh, 9. How'd you get to 9? What happened in the show that got you to 9? Just tell me about the same type of heel turn in the last 10 years in women's wrestling. You're gonna have to elaborate on that. 5 out of 10. I think I got that one. The turn was great. Stop hating. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm not saying I like that she turned. I just think you could have done it better. Was the blood real? I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't think so. Definitely being picky. Man, if Samoa Joe leaves WWE and come back to TNA for Slammiversary, KJ, yeah, I'm down. That's good. TK went crazy on the bleeding tonight, just a little bit. Nah, I can see that WWE fanboy coming out in you. I call, come on. You just gave that show a 9. You call me a fanboy? You give that a 90% tonight. If you were grading this essay, so you can say whatever you want, but you gave the fucking show a 9. So let's show your real fanboy. I would have liked it if it was teased the other way too, where you think maybe Tony would serve. That's all I'm asking for. I don't hate how the show ended. I don't think it should have been the main event, and I don't think. Again, it's very simplistic. I won a contenders match, and then I beat up the person. It's very simple that way. Really needs an influx of some decent talent. You're not wrong. That Mercedes segment was awful. Yes, it was, and it was unnecessary. Like the Jericho segment, it was just unnecessary. It was way better. It's real to me. Damn it. Let's go. I will never give AEW above a 6. See, that's not good, Bendy. Be open. It can happen. It can happen. I mean, AEW, my fault, KJ. That's not even a complete sentence. I was never a fan of Sasha, but heel Mercedes Moné, yes. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one. The last 2 weeks of AEW has been better than average. I'll give you that. I don't know. I didn't love tonight. I missed last week in big chunks. I'm not hating. I'm being real. And some people just can't handle it. I mean, if you give it a 9, you're going to be upset when I give it a 6. But that's it. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying it sucked. I'm just saying I would have done it better. That's all I'm saying. There was a better way to do it. WWE NXT, really good right now. All the wrestling's got their pros and cons. I will never give AEW above a 6. I told you to change your mind on that one. Do you think WWE made a mistake with Ricochet? We don't know yet. I'll tell you when I find out where he goes. If he comes back, no. If he doesn't, not really. I think Ricochet fits AEW really well, and they can do a lot with Ricochet. They're going to put him in a bunch of dream matches, and then he'll do nothing else. But Ricochet fits AEW really well. So I could see it happening. Until I see it, I won't believe it. Rhea versus Liv was pretty brutal. Heel turn. Yeah, I'll take that. The last 2 weeks of AEW have been better than average. Got that one. All right, folks. I'm going to say last call as they click through the last few. As my fucking chest rattles. Tonight's show. What did I like about it? I did like the heel turn overall, even though I think there was a better way to do it. I don't. Adam Page's shit sucks. The opening promo wasn't great. MJF and Will Ospreay wasn't great. I felt like Ospreay mailed it in, and then usually he doesn't do that. All these crisscrossing wires and all these crisscrossing, I'm going to be the number one contender, but we're going to have a number one contender match. The Fatal 4-Way was useless. The Glory Hole match didn't need to happen. The street fight was fucking horrible. Horrible. Yeah, no, the best I'm giving this show is a 6. And even that's bold for me. But yeah, I'll give this show a 6 tonight. There was some stuff I did like. I didn't hate it all. Dakota Kai NXT 2008 War Games. I don't know what you're saying. AEW's new TV deal with Access. Yeah, maybe. Tony will get her revenge. Yes, she will. I can't believe I stayed with AEW tonight other than playing with my dog. Just stick it out. You never know. You never know what will happen. I mean, it was predictable. She would have eventually turned, but I see nothing wrong with it. Some of the best turns are predictable. Facts. I'll give you that. And like I said, I might be a little bit critical on that one. My only thing was it just felt so like yank. But again, I don't mind the heel turn. I wanted the heel turn. So I just kind of disagree with how it was presented, but not terrible. Jericho match was a waste of time. Facts. Yeah. First you said the heel turn was late. Now you're saying they should have milked it a little bit more. Double standard. No, what I'm saying is we were anticipating it already. And they could have done it when we were going through all the Mina stuff. And they could have built towards now. But they're saving it for Wembley. So if you're going, we got 2 months now. What did these two women do to each other from now till 2 months from now? Or 7 weeks from now? It's not a double standard. And by definition, what you said isn't even by definition a double standard. It's indecisiveness. But at the end of the day, it's fine. It really is fine. You need to stop hating KJ or go. I'm going. Fuck it. I'm out. I missed the first hour mostly. Statlander's turn was the same. Statlander did that weird, like, I'm not going to turn, then I did turn. You know, I just beat you up because I saved you to beat you up. Fair enough. I want to make Malachi and Joe back to WWE. Malachi will end up back in WWE. Joe, I don't know, but Joe's been written off for a while. I don't know where this goes. We'll find out. 7.5 is the smile mark. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the website for network. So see you soon. Good night, Kira. We appreciate all that. Yes, do everything Kira just said. I hope next week will be good for the MJF and Osprey. Yeah, next week's loading up, folks. So it will be a fun one. I'm anticipating higher ratings and a better opinion of next week. They are stacking it. 9 plus 6 divided by 2 is a 7.5, which is pretty much how I rated AEW. Fair enough. I think 7.5 is a bit high, but I can go with it. Where's Ricochet KJ? We'll find out, Bobby. Bobby, patience is a virtue. I don't know. Is it a matter of time until WWE buys TNA? Something. It's highly possible. I don't know. Maybe that's what Vince and Shane buy instead of AEW. I have no idea. Not even close. Rhea heel turn. Dakota wins so good. W stream night, everybody. Wrestling for life over everybody. All right, I'm tapping out. No, I didn't enjoy the show. I wish the show was better. I think Tony did a horrible job. You tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot was missed. I exposed myself. Nah. Again, a guy who gives that show a 9 and then just gets very mono-focused on one way, that ends up being the problem. But at the end of the day, there was some stuff in there that was okay. You got the talent. You have no booking capabilities. A lot of this show sucked tonight. And the fact that I gave it a 6 was generous. My opinion doesn't change. So we will find out. You can't book this shit from week to week. That's a big problem, dopes. None of it makes sense. There you go. 10 out of 10. Steven, always appreciated. 7.5. 106 likes. Gotta love it. Don't believe the dirt sheets. Never believe the dirt sheets, folks. And speaking of the dirt sheets, we will be back tomorrow for the dirt sheet debate. And we are here for all your favorite wrestling. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe. Dynamite was all right. Not great, not terrible, not in the toilet, but didn't like enough. I just feel like there's so much more that Tony has in his hands, and he just doesn't know what to do with it. But we appreciate you all. Come back tomorrow, 8 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to debate some of these hot topics, Anthony, Nick, and myself. And again, for all your wrestling coverage, for all your wrestling faves, and we got more coming your way. So like I said, be a friend, tell a friend. And until tomorrow, see you on the flip side. Good night.